Hello, everyone. Can I just firstly say that if you're here for Beatles record related dorkery, then you probably got the wrong video. I'm going to be doing a beer review, but there's a couple in the post, so I've got you covered on that score, so stay tuned. With that said, due to overwhelming public demand, I'm back with another beer review. By overwhelming public demand, I mean that two of my mates quite enjoyed a couple of my beer reviews, and my missus said that she didn't mind if I did another one, so let's give it a go. We've got this. It's the Lidl Christmas beer offering, well, one of them, from Stewart Brewing. Do you see that? A couple of weeks ago, I made a fairly rash statement to my missus. I said that I hate all Christmas beer. I think she was kind of miffed at that because she gets me a Christmas beer every year. And it seems slightly ungrateful in retrospect. And then I thought, actually, I don't hate all Christmas beer. I would say that I remember more crap Christmas beers than I remember good ones. A lot of them tend to be, I find, quite thin and insipid, and also sort of relentlessly bitter. So I'm hoping. But then then I started to think. Well, actually, I think that's more the low percenters. This one is 4.4. If it was 4, I wouldn't have picked it up off the shelf. It's 4.4, so it's like it might be maybe a good one. Yeah, I'm hoping for it to be a bit more rich. I'm hoping for it to be sweet with a little bit of a bitter, maybe dried fruit back end. A little bit of balance would be good. Maybe a nice sort of rich, creamy mouthfeel would be good. But we'll see. I think a lot of this is going to be, I'm going to be able to predict it by how it looks in the glass. So, I haven't looked at the description on the can, by the way. I'm going to save that until after I've tasted it. Nice bit of smoke on the can opening. I know it's a Pilsner glass. I've only got one pint glass. I actually prefer to drink out of half pint glasses. But I thought for the sake of drama, a big Pilsner glass. Okay, so here we go. It's looking quite dark, sort of ruby colour. There we go. It's got a one finger, slightly off-white head. How quick's it dissipating? It's staying around, actually. So I would say that that is a good sign. Give it a little bit of a wash around the glass and get the beak in. So it's quite rich, dark fruit I'm getting. I should say, by the way, that it's called, I forgot to mention the name of the beer, it's called All Good in the Pud. I had a Christmas pudding and custard one last year, which actually was alright. The thing is, they tend to be slightly novelty based, and they're okay for a bit, and then you think, myself something else. But we'll see. So it's looking all right. Lots of dark fruit. Maybe some raisins and, dare I say it, cranberries and some dark cherries. Okay. It's smelling pretty decent, actually. So hopefully it's going to be nice and rich. Let's give it a go. It's not bad, actually. Let's give it another go. So I'm definitely getting some cherry. A little bit of raisin. Maybe even some blackcurrant. But then it quickly, very quickly gives way to sort of quite a sort of roasted malt sort of flavour, which is rather what I was hoping for. But I would say that after it's sat for a couple of seconds, it does rather fall into the old trap of being a little bit astringent and actually quite bitter. It's not as rich as I was hoping for. I think if this was 5% or above, might be a richer sort of mouthfeel. It's still quite thin. Forgive me. You'll see that the head has dissipated quite a lot. So let's give it a bit of a wash around. So there's definitely maybe some black treacle, cherry, some maybe burnt brown sugar. And you get all of that for a fleeting moment on the taste. But then it's just a bit thin and reedy. It's all right. Let's have a look at the can. So what have we got? Sugar, spice, and all things nice. Raisins, currants, and candied citrus peel, with underlying caramelized sugar notes. Complex, yeah, go along with that. Rich flavors of a Christmas pudding, or as we say around my end, pud, in a festive beer. Could have been better. I don't hate it. In fact, I very rarely hate these Stewart Brewing ones that Lidl offer every now and then, but once again, I don't love it. It's definitely a one and done job, and to be honest, might take me a while on this. I'm going to give that 5. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 10 bottle caps. It's all right. It's slightly interesting. It is festive, I suppose. Yeah, it is festive. It does taste like a Christmas pudding, but it could have been more, with a little bit more body, I feel. It needed to be a bit stronger. It does fall into the familiar trap of it being slightly too insipid and thin. Maybe it would have worked better as a stout rather than what it is, which is, I suppose, a dark ale. Yeah, it's alright. It cost me £1.79. Sure, go and buy one. Probably don't buy two. It's a bit of a novelty. It's already worn a bit thin, actually. Actually, I'm going to say that's a 4 out of 10. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that beer review. Not much more to say about it. Alright, so I'll see you again soon. Alright, cheers chaps. Goodbye.